You guys, I'm just on here briefly, just testing out some gear. Sleeping in a tent for tonight and tomorrow. And I am just getting used to staying in a tent this long. And I am doing this in preparation for a big event. Whereas I will be sleeping in a tent for 2 days. So this is why I'm doing this live, just to chat, see if anyone's up. I know it's about, I don't know, it's pretty late here on the East Coast, maybe 10. I'm not sure. But I'm gonna wait a little while longer to see if anyone comes on. But what I'm just saying is, again, here it is, just practicing in a different form, in the form of a tent, as opposed to a tarp. Which one do I like better? It depends. I think the tarp has its place, as well as the tent has its place. Well, I think even for long term, with a lot of people, the tent will give you a little, somewhat more privacy. But I'm wrapped up in here with a mylar blanket, which and it got a wool blanket over here. It's all my gear: stove, light, shoes, another pair of shoes, solar battery, um, charges, and so forth. Hey, welcome the two people that I see. Hey, Prepared Irishman, thanks for dropping in. I definitely appreciate that. Hey, Prepared, I'm just out here practicing, man. Believe it or not, I'm actually in my backyard because I did not make it out to the bush this weekend. So I had to do something, and I said the best thing that I can do is practice for this big event that's going to be happening pretty soon. So I definitely want to get used to being in a tent, at least for 2 nights. Now, being in my resident, I still have all the amenities. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, being in my resident, I still have all the other amenities that I'm going to have at this other location. But I fixed me a nice meal today, had me some coffee. I've been listening to some YouTube, and just changed the batteries in my lights, all these lights here. So, hey, it's pretty cool, man. I'm liking it. Yeah, I've got 3 people in here. I definitely appreciate it. If it's 3 or if it's 300, it's all good. But yeah, I was just saying, I'm trying to compare the difference in a tarp as opposed to a tent. I think tents, hey, Dynamite, how you doing, man? Thanks for dropping in. It's definitely appreciated, you know. But staying in the tarp, I think, is more beneficial in the bush because the tarp is portable. Yeah. What's the tarp setup? It's a dome tent. Well, I'm in a tent right now, and it's a dome tent. It's 7x7, and the height is 3.5 feet, and it will accommodate 3 people. So I'm just want to get used to it. Keep bugs, and yeah, it will. So, but the reason why I'm looking at this is trying this is because I'm going to be with a sneeze. Excuse me. I'm going to be with a large group, and it'll give me a little bit more privacy. Whereas when I'm bushcrafting, I enjoy being 3 feet away from that fire, and I'm usually by myself when I bushcraft. And when I bushcraft, I got to be a little bit more aware since I'm actually out in wildlife territory. But here, hey, I'm in my backyard, you know. But hey, Mark, how you doing, man? Thanks for dropping in. I definitely appreciate it. Yeah, Mark, you know, I'm always trying different things, you know. Trying this tent stuff, man, because I'm going to go to a Visions event, which is going to be on June 2nd through the 4th. So he's basically saying practice with gear that you haven't used. Well, I want to practice with my gear before I get there. Now, I've always had this tent. I've never used it. And again, it holds 3 people. It's 7 by 7 and it's 3.5 feet. And it's pretty cool. I mean, I have a nice wool blanket here that I just took off. Right now, I am under, this is my military bivy sack. You know, the Mylar, man, it just reflects that heat. So I'm going to be real comfortable tonight, you know. I'm going to be very comfortable tonight. So how's that weather in Texas, Mark? I talked to someone today in San Antonio, and they told me they were getting ready to get a lot of rain. And I told them I'm sure we're going to be getting that rain up here in Virginia probably tomorrow or the next day. But, and the strange thing about it, I wish it would rain tonight while I'm in this tent. You know, what I also did, raining like crazy. Wow. Yeah, I'm sure it's going to come this way. But what I did with this tent, I also put a ground floor so that if it did rain very hard, the water would go under the ground floor instead of just on this padding here. You know, I read, where did I see that? I saw it yesterday, I believe. But yeah, if it's raining like crazy there, man, yeah, I'm sure we're going to be getting that rain this way pretty soon. But yeah, so did you you know, I haven't sealed it yet. As a matter of fact, I went to a store today to get some. They didn't have any. So I know I'm going to go to a couple of stores tomorrow because I also learned about that yesterday. And even with this tent, when I get to the meetup, I'm even going to have a tarp over this just as so when I can go out of this tent and just sit up under the tarp and so forth. But yeah, he's not letting us cut down wood for our projects. Well, you know what? Yeah, well, if we can't cut any wood, you know, he's gonna supply some wood, and I'm just gonna, you know, do what I can with the wood he has. But yeah, I've been thinking about that. Yeah, I'm just going to try and demonstrate some tinder, how you can get tinder. Show how to use a ferrocerium rod, maybe some flint and steel, make some feather sticks, make some kindling, some fuel, and, you know, just talk about 5 components of a fire, you know, which is combustible, kindling, tinder, fuel, and oxygen. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. The wife and I just spent 3 nights in the National Forest in Kentucky in our hot tent. Wow. Yeah, I bet you that was a blast. I bet you that was a blast. Yeah. Yeah, I bet you that was a blast. I mean, how large was your tent, Dynamite? For you and your wife? Yeah. Yeah, this one says it holds 3 people, but as you can see, I have all my gear lined up here because I'm going to be the only one in this tent, you know? So, but, okay, 10 by 12. Okay, that's a pretty good size. That's a pretty good size. Yeah, 10 by 12, that's a pretty good size. And how tall was it? Was it about 6 feet tall? Your height on the Dynamite, the height on your tent? Because I'm in a 7, okay, yeah, take whatever wood you need with you for your, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. As a matter of fact, I yesterday I peeled off some birch sheet, birch. I peeled some of that off because that's hey, my mother Sparks, how are you doing? Thanks for dropping in. You know, I definitely appreciate it. I really like your live Sunday. I didn't get to see it, but I caught the replay. It was really good, guys. If you guys get a chance, you got to check out my Mother Sparks live on Sunday. It was really, really good. Okay, so diameter is 9 or 8 feet. Okay, 8 or 9 feet. Okay, that's good. That's good. Yeah, I'm glad to see we got a few people up. I mean, I don't know what time it is on the East Coast, 10 or something like that. Yeah, I just got a yeah. I'm glad you're good, my mother Spark. Yeah, but I'm just out here. I just want to, not being able to get into the bush. Yeah, of course it was Mother's Day, so I couldn't go to the bush. But yeah, it's like I don't want to lose any progression or anything like that. Live stream, yeah, it was good. It was good. Yeah, very good. As a matter of fact, I watched it twice. And that's one definitely I'm going to keep. But yeah, I wanted to do some type of practice. So I said, what better way to practice that? I mean, I practiced with this stove right here, and I was surprised that thing. It even gave out a lot of heat. No, you gave me a wrench. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I did. I did. I think I did that when I was just starting, and but yeah, you got to give a wrench to people you trust. But I've learned there are a lot more people in this community that I'm going to be giving a wrench to. Yeah, a lot more people. Because I've really met some good people here, on YouTube. And yeah, I'm looking forward to meeting as many as I can, whenever I can. Yeah, but yeah, I just really wanted to try this out tonight. I said, you know what, man, I missed this past weekend. Um, so I said, but I'm going to be in this tent tonight and tomorrow night. I'm going to spend 2 nights. And the good thing about it, I'm right here at home. I can still put my trash in the trash can. I'm thinking even on the meetup, they're going to have bathrooms. So I have a bathroom here. I'm not cheating. I wash my dishes. I don't want to bring any mice or anything like that. So I'm just trying to do what I think I would do. Is that a dual fuel stove? No, it's a single. It's a single, and it works well. I mean, I've had this thing over 2 years, and I've never used it until today. And actually, I'm making a video of what I'm doing. But yeah, it's a single. It just has one butane canister, but it worked really well. And I'm always keeping stuff. Hey, Texas Redleg. Hey, it's good to see you, man. It's good to see you. But yeah, it's make sure that it is yeah, it's off. But yeah. Hey, yeah, I'm glad you dropped in, Texas Redleg. It's been a while. Yeah, I remember it was me, Texas Redleg, Penny Pinchin, and Vision did it live once all together. But yeah, I've only been on that's what I'm gonna use for the next 2 days. And of course, outside of here, I have canteens. Even outside of this tent, I have another tarp to close off my deck, and I have my other gear on the side. And I just did that to give me some privacy. And I did alert my neighbor. I saw him today, and I said, hey, I have a tent set up in my backyard, and don't worry, it's not Chop or Chaz. I said I'm just doing a practice run, and he kind of chuckled at that. But yeah, covered up with covered up with work. But yeah, but that's a good thing, man. Still being able to work, man. I've been watching some of the stuff that's going on. Well, quite a bit of it, and how they're predicting. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, yeah. About the future, what's going on with AI and all this stuff. I'm saying, I don't know, man. I'm just going to continue to put one foot in front of the other every day, and just try to do better and better every day. Be better. Yeah. Yeah, I don't want any part of Chaz or Chop, but yeah, I just wanted my neighbor next door to know, hey, there's nothing strange going on over here. Now, you guys know how it is when I live in a townhouse condo, and everything's connected, and it's a good thing that you have some neighbors that will be curious, but you want them to be curious for the right reason, So yeah, but yeah, I can tell it's a little chilly, but this bivy sack that I'm using, bivy bag that I'm using that has mylar on the inside, it really works well. I mean, I had that wool blanket on, I took it off. Do is keep moving forward. That's right. You know, I think it's as of like McBean Scottish Fitness says, slow and steady, slow and steady. And that's why I said, you know what? I'm trying not to rush anything because I find out when I rush, I'm always forgetting something. So I really got to slow down and just methodically think. I mean, sometimes what's so strange is that your neighbors are saying, Stephen, and the dog sleeping in the yard. Well, I hope they don't think that, but you know what? They may be thinking that, They may be thinking that, or they're saying, I wonder if he paid his utility bill. Yeah, but like I said, this is an exercise that I just really wanted to do, I like to try things before I really have to do them, But, yeah, and next weekend, I'm going back out to the bush. Man, there's so many configurations that I want to make with that tarp. If I had out going back this weekend, I wanted to redo the Adirondack tarp shelter because I looked at the video and I'm thinking there's so many things I could do to improve that, and I want to do it again before moving on to another one. I mean, there's another one I want to do that's a lean-to that's somewhat enclosed, but I'm really glad that I got that 10 by 10. Yeah, this thing, it will keep you warm. Might sound like you're inside a potato chip bag. It does sound like that. It does sound like that, But yeah, man, I'm gonna enjoy this, being out here tonight, because I can watch my television. I can watch television on the phone and things like that. You take your insects repel. Yeah, I did. I spray my clothes with this. I think the one I use today is like 40% DEET, but and then like my hunting clothes, I spray it with this. I don't know the name of it, but it's good. I want to say 6 or 10 washes, and it's supposed to make ticks just slide off of you. That's what it says, But I remember once, it was this year that I didn't put anything on, and I remember coming home, jumping in the shower, I was like, "What's this tick doing on my neck?" And I removed it really easy, but I said, you know what? That's because I haven't been using any DEET, So, yeah, that's what I'm doing. Doing rough time is so bad to stagnate or give up. Yeah, I'm never giving up on anything, I mean, I'm looking at goals and things that I want to do. And, a lot of people are saying, this one guy told me, he said, man, be happy with what you have. He said, man, you I mean, he just started giving me all these accolades, but it's like, yeah, but it's still things that I personally want to do that I feel is incomplete. And, so my thing is like, you can never, I mean, life is a journey. As long as you learn something every day, yeah. Permethrin, okay, permethrin, yeah, okay. Yeah, I haven't heard of that, yeah. How's the compass training going? The compass is going. I'm getting a little bit more confident with that compass because, say for example, when I leave out, if I have it set at 200 north or whatever, I leave it at that, and when I come back, I just do a 180, and I know it should be at 20 degrees south. So, but I think really, honestly, to learn that, I'm just going to have to start leaving my GPS system at home because I always take that as a backup. But yeah, hey, Outdoors with Dan, how you doing, man? Thanks for dropping in. I definitely appreciate it. Use the DEET 100. Yeah, okay. Not sure if you only can buy it. Yeah, I think the one that I used today was 40. But yeah, I got to get some more. Oh, you lost your compass, Mark. Yeah, I put a lanyard around mine. campus section at Walmart. Yeah, yeah. I was in Walmart today and I was looking for some hunting pants. Because I only have like two pair and I just switch up. But it's like, my hunting pants are wearing thin. And the thing about it, I've had my hunting pants since 2008. I guess because I don't wear them that much, but yeah, I got to get me some more hunting pants. The shirts are great and all of that, but I just need some more pants. But yeah, and when I was in Walmart today, it's like, okay, don't go over to that hunting section, don't go over to that sportsman, but I went over there anyway, and it's like I'm just looking at stuff. Like, no, I already have that. I don't need that. I don't need that. So I think I have more stuff than needed, but there's still things that I need. And what's strange, I've been trying to find me a canvas needle or a cell needle. I've been to like 3 places. I haven't found one, so I think I'm just gonna have to go online and get one. Did you get a strap? Yeah. Oh yeah, I did. I have one. And you know what? I have the I think it's called Rouge. I was trying to find the Rouge, and I was at Harbor Freight. No, I was at a gun shop, and the guy told me to go to Harbor Freight, and it's a jewelry cleaner, jewelry polisher. But yeah, I like that strap because I sharpened a couple of knives. It was yesterday and the day before yesterday, and then I was practicing with the strap. Man, that thing is really great. It's really great. Yeah, it's called the paddle strap, the one that I have, and another guy he has one. That reminds me of what they used to use in the barber shop. But he said the thing with that one is that when you strap your knife, it may somewhat dip. So he said the one that I have, since it has I can use both sides. Hey Rebecca, how you doing? Thanks for dropping in. But I can use that strap on both sides. But and another guy told me, he said, go to AutoZone and get some rim cleaner. And he said, that's really good. But I think, what I have is good. And until I find, hey, Willie Jilly, how you doing, man? Thanks for dropping in. But I think until I actually find, I think the guy said it's called Rouge or something like that. I'm just going to use what I have. But yeah, I love mine too, man. It is sharp. Yeah, and I'm still looking for a scout carry knife. I haven't bought one, but what I did buy, I bought this awesome spear from Cold Steel. The handle is 64 inches. All in all, it's about 84.5 inches. And I'm going to use that more or less as a staff walker, but I take those spears into the bush with me. Yeah, I want to get one. Yeah, I like that handle on yours. Yeah, that thing is. I got the name of the company that you purchased it from. It's just that man, I've been, boy, it's like I'm trying to slow down and purchase. Oh, Coglin, okay. 10 repair kit comes with a needle. Oh, that's good to know. That's good to know. Yeah, so I got to get some of some of the material to you seam up the stitches or whatever it is on the tent and the cell needle. And okay, yeah, I would appreciate that, Mother Sparks. Yeah, if you find that link and send it to me, I would definitely appreciate that. But yeah, guys, I mean, this is all this stuff is fun. I used to, when I was in the Boy Scouts, we would sleep in the tent every now and then the Scout master would take us to McDonald's. Man, we'd eat away, and I have not been in a tent in a very long time, except last year, September 2022, I was at my cousin's in Seguin, and we had a family meetup, and I have a one-man tent, and I slept in that, and it was maybe from 2 to 6 o'clock in the morning, so I really didn't get acclimated to it. So this time it's like, you know what, I'm gonna sleep, and I won't be here all day, but I'm gonna spend tonight and tomorrow night in this tent. And the thing about it, I have 2 bedrolls here. I don't know if you can see them. That's one, and then I'm sitting on the other one. So when I roll around, because I think, man, I think I'm gonna be a okay, especially with with this blanket. Oh man, this blanket is so warm, man. This wool, this thing is so warm, and just think when I put this blanket inside of this bivy, man, I'm not gonna feel any coldness at all. But it's like the temperature drops every night, every night. I mean, I think the high today, I had my air conditioner on in my car. That's how hot it was. But I know it's hotter in Texas, even though it's raining. I mean, Texas is my hometown. Yeah. Okay, good. I'm gonna check that when I get off my mother Sparks. Yeah, cause I don't want to push any buttons on this phone. I don't want to disconnect or anything like that. But yeah, I'm one of those guys that's still learning all this computer stuff. And it's little bit by little bit, as Mac Bean Scottish Fitness says, slow and steady. But yeah, I was watching him earlier today, man. It amazes me, man, when he lift those weights. Yeah, I think I saw him do like 405 or 413, bench press 405 or 413 pounds. It's amazing, but he said he's been doing it for like 48 years. So, yeah, that's really amazing. But and then today, I'm thinking, I got this urge to go swimming. It's like, but the pool's aren't open yet. I haven't been swimming since whatever came out, and the pools, all the swimming pools closed and so forth. Did you see my review of the condor bush knife? No, I'm going Sikkim. I think I think that I saw you do a review, Mark, some time ago. But I'm gonna pull that up. Email. You sure me? Send the link to the same one. Yeah, the same one. Yeah, and everyone. My email is Virginia Outdoorsman 2022 at gmail.com. And I came with that email address by mistake when I first started doing the bushcraft. I was having a hard time coming up with a name, and I was going to name my channel first Virginia Outdoorsman, but I kept thinking, I wanted to focus on the bush. So eventually I ended up with, I started with prepping, surviving, bushcrafting, but I said what I enjoyed the most was bushcrafting. So I just ended up with bushcrafting, prepping, and survival. Virginia bushcrafter. But if you look on my about page, my email is in there for anyone. If you want to send me an email on anything, I'm always looking for advice. But Mark, I think I saw that your review on that knife, but I'm gonna look again because I like condors. I think I have two. Let me see, three. I have a Condor King cooker machete. I have a heavy duty knife. I have the Condor Camp, I think it's called Camp Pass knife, and then I have the Condor Teresa. Yeah, I mean Condor is really really nice, but I saw a knife by Cold Steel Machete, but it's like, no, I don't need to buy that. But yeah, and this weekend when I do go out again, I'm going to take my King Cooker Machete because I don't think I've utilized it enough. Now the strange thing about that, the last time I was out and I was using that King Cooker Machete, which was on a Sunday, that Wednesday, my ring finger here started bothering me for about 30 minutes, and then it went away, and then this ring finger started bothering me, the same thing. And I said, it's nothing but the way that I was gripping that machete. Virginia Bushcraft. Yep, that's it. But I was saying it was, and I think, I had leather gloves on, but the handle is wood. And, that's why I like to use different tools so that I can get used to them and know what to expect. So, but I want to take that the Condor King Cooker Machete out this coming weekend because I really want to chop some serious. I mean, the kukri is, for me, is to chop large branches. But I just, hey, Jason, how you doing, man? Thanks for dropping in. Definitely appreciate it. I want to really chop some more wood with that King Cooker machete, you know. But yeah, I want to be very very efficient with all of my cutting tools, you know. But yeah, but I made that spear today, and I'm thinking, you know, I it goes above my head, and it's supposed to be above your head. In the event that you fall, the spear portion, it won't fall. You won't fall on it. But now I'm having mixed emotions about it because it is somewhat heavier than what the staff walker that I've been using. And the staff walker that I've been using, you know, I have a ferrocerium rod for it, whereas the one that I bought today, it's basically for hunting. This spear is a boar spear, and where you're actually supposed to throw it. But you know, I like to have those at night in the event. You know, sometimes raccoons or cats can be stubborn, and I'd rather use that rather than, you know, attract a game warden or anything like that. You know, I don't want to have to do that unless it's a bear or something like that. You know, but in Virginia, you know, like to say, as long as you keep a fire, you keep wildlife away from you. So, but yeah, it's pretty interesting doing this bushcrafting and prepping. And you know, I was in the store today, and I'm trying to think. Okay, what did I pick up? I picked up some more noodles. Oh God, I can't even remember. I picked up about 5 items. You know, I just said, you know what, let me just stock up some more, you know. The day before I was at Dollar Tree, I picked up a lot more items, you know. But yeah, you know, oh, definitely I picked up more water, you know. But yeah, I'm just storing water, you know, any container that I have, I'm putting water in it. I don't care. You know, I rinse it out. I put baking soda in it. I mean, now I only use containers that formerly had water in it, you know, and I'll wash them out with liquid dish detergent and baking soda. Let them sit overnight, and then I fill them up with water. Doing great, much love to all. Yeah, yeah, man. I'm glad you guys can. I knew it was late, but I had just watched another live, My Fly Family, which is pretty good, and there was about 2 hours. So I said, so yeah, let me just try it and see if anyone is up, you know, and if not, I'll just be talking to the camera myself. So yeah, but this is yeah, you know, I mean, this YouTube and this community, it's very very interesting. I mean, I'm learning a lot. I was listening to Dave Canterbury last night, and man, I got some great. Hey, JNS Adventures, thanks for dropping in, man. I appreciate you. How's the touring going? Well, the cruising. Yeah, I was listening to Dave Canterbury, and he was saying that he takes a hank of paracord, 100 yards, and he immediately cuts off 30, and that's his ridge line, and he cuts everything else off to 6 feet. And if you need more than 6 feet, he showed this knot that where you can tie two pieces of paracord together. And I said, you know, that's a great idea. And then he was explaining the tensile strength. For example, if you take some paracord, which is 550 divided by 10, I think it was whatever that 150, and the tensile strength is really like I think it's like 220. It's divided by 10 times 2, and that would give you the tensile strength. So, hey, outdoors. Okay, I spoke with you outdoors. Yeah, it's good seeing you, Dan. Yeah. So that was really good. You know, I learned a lot from Dave Canterbury. Eventually, I'm going to take his class in Ohio because, you know, he's been doing it a long time, and I'm thinking I can meet some really really cool guys to do some bushcrafting with. And you know what I found out about the bushcrafting is that a lot of people ask me, well, what is bushcrafting? What is bushcrafting? And I try to explain to them, you know, and I always tell them that when I'm going and I'm staying overnight, the only time I'm going to rest is to take a water break or eat a granola bar. But as long as there's daylight, I'm going to be harvesting and processing wood. And a lot. I remember I went with one guy some time ago, and he said, "Oh, but that's enough wood for tonight." I said, you never have enough wood. I said, when you think you have enough wood, go get 3 times as much, because the hotter that fire gets, then the more coals it burns even faster. And I think when I barely sleep when I'm out there all night, especially by myself, because I'm constantly feeding the fire. Yeah, this message is held for okay. Um, yeah, when you're actually feeding the fire, um, it's you're up a lot, But yeah, I'm really enjoying it. I really want to go back to my debris shelter, my A-frame debris shelter, and see if it's still standing. I haven't been there in like 3 weeks, I think, and I learned a lot from that as well. And the thing that I learned the most, with me being 6 feet and then stooping down, getting into the shelter, getting inside of a bivy sack, laying there, fan away the field mice, and then I got to get back up and feed that fire again. So, and I think it was about 4:30. I think it's like 5:30. I dumped all the wood on there. Uh, Make sure you're physical ready for his course. Yeah, that's what I heard. Make sure, yeah, be physical ready. Now I know they said he has an advanced course that's a little bit more intense, and I think I'm going to start with his beginner's course. It has Marco's comment. Oh, okay. It hid Marco's comment. Okay. Yeah. I think I want to try. The thing is, I'm in Virginia. He's in Ohio. I also heard there's another guy named Tim Welch, that's right here in the area that I'm in. But there's so many other things that's going on, and honestly, guys, I got to prepare. I'm going to be going to Texas this summer. I'm from San Antonio, Texas, and I spend a lot of time in Texas, and getting ready to go there. You will have a family reunion and so forth, and I'm trying to get in all the bushcrafting that I can. During the week, I'm busy, doing this, doing that, picking grandkids up and so forth. And boy, the grandkids, it's like, I'll be glad when you grow up and get a job. It's like, sometimes they think I have up here FDIC written across my forehead, but it's all fun, I remember when I was small, I probably was the same way, Yeah. Must, okay, yeah, must for a prepper's library, yeah. Yeah, and I'm surprised at the number of books that I have. I mean, it's like, I remember I bought these books when I started hunting, and I just read this portion, that portion, this portion, that portion, and I know I get a lot of information now from the internet, but it's always good to have a hard copy. I was reviewing the 10 C's, printed those out, and put them together with what's the metal clips that you making little binders, because I always want to have that. And the thing is, I liked when, I'm telling my age now, back in college when you had that highlighter and you start highlighting stuff. Sometimes it's like I'm just painting these pages all yellow, underlining stuff, but those are the fun days, man, and thing about college, it's like, there's a destination. You just look forward to getting out of here, and it's like, oh, then you got to start paying the student loans back and all that stuff. But man, I'm looking at the cost of college now. Whew. Man, college is like a mortgage. I'm so glad that that's not before me anymore. That tuition, oh my goodness, there would be no way I could afford it now. And I've had nieces that had full scholarships, but their father was still coming out of the pocket. I mean, with full scholarships back in my day, that meant books and everything. But my nieces, man, they that college was something else. But that's just part of life. Yeah. Oh, geez, 6 feet. You're Lord to me. Oh, okay. Yeah, but hey, Moon Sprout, how you doing? Thanks for dropping in. I definitely appreciate it. Yeah, man, I like all these guys dropping in, and the strange thing, the last live I did in the bush, I accidentally deleted it. And that's why I say, I've got to slow down. You get in a hurry, there's only so many hours in a day. And what I found out, once you delete a lie, you can't get it back. I said, oh well, that's lessons learned. You just got to slow down and take one step at a time. Trying to rush everything, you're bound to make mistakes. And what's so strange is that uh, tower and not lower. Okay. Um, one thing I learned is that I would sometimes I'd go upstairs and I'm thinking, what did I come upstairs for? And then it's like I forget. It's like, oh, I came up here to get my keys. So it's things like that. My phone just said, oh, time to plug in my charger. So I apologize for the movement. But yeah, and another thing is like I'm gonna run all of my battery packs just to see how long they will really last. Because when I'm in, hey Bougie, how you doing? It's good to see you, Bougie. Yeah, I am. I'm gonna run all of my battery packs just to see how long. I have um I have two of these with me, and this is the wind up radio, and they're all fully charged, and this is fully charged. So I'm just gonna run all of these down and see how long, because I really want to get a 25 milliamp. Um, it's a battery solar pack. I want to get one of those, and go from there. But yeah, it's so much stuff. I remember when I first started bushcrafting, it said, there's always something to do, always something to learn, and always something to buy. But I'm done buying. I have enough equipment. I just want to become very, very proficient with it. I want to become so proficient that I can teach it. But this is the issue that I have. Doing lives, I think, are great, but I feel incomplete if I'm not able to demonstrate. And to me, it's like communication. I can say, this is how you do this. This is how you sharpen this knife. This is a convex grind. This is a saber grind. But I feel incomplete if I don't have that tool with me to demonstrate it. So I don't know. Skills and knowledge are where it's at, and you're right. It is. It really is. But yeah, because I remember when I was learning about the knives, convex grind, saber grind, Scandinavian grind, chisel grind, tanto, the points and all of that. I see the benefits of all of that. Some knives are better for some things. And one thing I learned is about the full tang. There's a full tang. Of course, we know it's where the blade extends all the way through the handle, one piece of metal. But a true full tang will have a pommel on it. It will extend through the handle and beyond the handle, so you can crush nuts or things like that. So I have some knives that are full tang, and that's what I mean by actually demonstrating. Being able to demonstrate those items, and being able to demonstrate doing feather sticking. And something, when I do feather sticks, I always notice that the first few feathers curls fall off. And it's like I couldn't understand that, but I learned that's what usually happens, because you have to get what's called a plane. And once you get that plane, then you feather stick on the angles, and you're always somewhat rotating the wood, so that allows you to get nice curls. But now, crush nuts, yeah, sounds yeah, let's say acorns and pecans and things like that. But yeah, that's what I just like demonstrating. But it's and only being able to get out in the bush once a week, it's pretty tough to do everything. Because again, I'm sure I've mentioned this before. My objective was to go into the bush at least twice a month for 1 day each, do one overnighter, and then on the fourth weekend is just basically rest and review what I've done and how I could do it better, and just try to learn from other content creators. But I learned a lot from Dave Canterbury, Corpus Corner, Survival Theory, CFP, Cold Cracker. I mean, there are a lot of Joe Robinette. He's a really good one, and Lonnie, who's up north. I think it's up north, far up north. That's a good one also. But yeah, I like to watch all of these content creators. Man, I could just watch them and watch them, and sometimes I say, you just got to get up. You got things to do. You can't watch this all day. But sometimes just like, okay, turn off the computer, go do what you have to do. But I mean, literally, guys, I probably could stay on my laptop all day long just watching this stuff. But there's always something to do. Always, always. Hey, Naj, how you doing? Thanks for dropping in, man. I appreciate all you guys dropping in, man. I know it's late, but yeah, I definitely appreciate it. Yeah. But so how you guys doing? You guys out there doing any bushcrafting, or have you thought about it? Hey, Vision, how you doing, my man? Hey, Vision, the saying is practice with your tools. Get out there and practice with your tools that you haven't used. So, hey, Vision, I'm out here practicing in my tent, because I know June 2nd, June 3rd, I'm going to be in a tent. So I want to be in a tent at least 2 days overnight before I get to your bug out. And I just really want to see what it's like, because I would tell you guys, it is a difference in staying in a tent and staying in a tarp. They both have their places. Now, the thing about the tent, I'm thinking, since I'm going to be with numerous people, the tent will give me some privacy. Whereas when you are bushcrafting, yeah, practice with what you preach. Yeah, when bushcrafting, I like to use a tarp because I like to see in front of me, to the right and left, and I can always stand up. And with that tarp, I just enjoy having a fire. So I'm I don't know if I showed you guys. I'm in here with this bivy sack. I think I did, with this military bivy sack, and I'm trying out this wool blanket, and they're working very, very well. So I wanted to try this out before I actually got to Ohio and see how it works. Yeah, I really, yeah. So, but I think, I mean, and the thing about it, you says, oh, it's a tent. I can put this tent together. You read the instruction, but until you do it, it's like, wait a minute, how did this thing go? Let me Google this and see how, and the hardest part in putting up this tent was trying to put up the awning. It's like, it didn't give me very good instructions, but after I saw it on YouTube, I said, oh, that's how it goes. So, yeah, and I, and this tent, again, I'll mention, I put a ground cloth underneath this, which is some painted cloths that I had. I doubled it. So if it rains in the event, in the event that it rains, the water would go underneath the ground cloth before going to my ground cloth on the tent. And you know what? It's raining in Texas right now. And this is strange. I wish it would rain right now, because I want to try this tent out. But I'm going to go and get me some material to seal the seams. I want to get that. I know I've been to like a couple of places and haven't found it, but yeah, my mother Sparks just gave me an idea, as well as Mark. So I'm definitely going to do that with this tent. I mean, I have another tent that's a one man, and I was thinking about bringing that. Yeah, seam steel. Okay, seam. Yeah, that's what I'm going to get. Yeah, some seam steel, and I'm gonna have that before I go to Ohio. And I'm gonna put that on my other tent. That's a one-man tent I've only used one time. But I think, again, I did a live once, different between a bushcrafter and a camper. And campers are like more leisurely and so forth, whereas bushcrafting is thriving and survival, going out in the bush. And my thing is, when going out in the bush, I enjoy your lives. They are original. You don't echo uh, others, and it's really refreshing. Yeah, thank you, my mother Spark. I appreciate that. But the objective with me, when you go out to do bushcrafting, I feel you're supposed to do something. And like this weekend, I'm thinking, I want to go out there. I have two plans to make a chair. And this chair will also be a table. And what I'm finding out now, going out to doing bushcrafting, one day is just not long enough. When you spend all of that energy, and it's like, well, I know I'm going to have to pack up around 4 or 5. It's like, okay, I got to be productive. But when you know you're going to be there overnight, you want to make something. So what I want to do in the next one, there are two chairs that I want to make. Then I want to demonstrate the Swedish fire. I want to demonstrate the star fire. I've done the Dakota fire, but I want to do it again, and I want to improve upon that. And there's another fire, the long fire. I've done the long fire, but there's another fire that I want to do. What is that fire? There's another fire I want to do, but I want to demonstrate all of those, and but and then again, being out there in the bush by yourself overnight, I can understand why a lot of people don't. Because when I was there last time I was there, it was about I guess about 2:30, and I heard something run through the bush, and of course, I had something with me, and I shouted out, "Who's there? Whoever you are, go away." But it was nothing but a field mouse running through the bush, But yeah, it's different being alone for sure. Yeah, it is, But I'm getting this. I was gonna order this thing from Fifth Op. I could not believe it. When I went to order it, they told me they did not ship to Virginia. I couldn't believe it. So I am going to get me some braided line that's black, and I'm going to make me a 360 degrees perimeter, and I'm going to put it at ankle level. Hey MacBean, thanks for dropping in. I appreciate that. I'm going to put it at ankle level, knee level, and waist level. And so I'm going to do it. I saw some. I was really surprised that Fifth Op would not ship to Virginia. I don't know why. It's not a firearm or anything like that. But yeah, I was trying to get it. It says tap to re-enter. I don't know what happened. Yeah, tap to re-enter. Yeah, guys, I don't know. It's saying tap to re-enter. Something went wrong. Yeah, I don't know. I'm having. Okay, yeah. I don't know. My internet keeps going in and out. I don't know. I apologize if you guys are having the same difficulties that I'm having. It says something went wrong. Try again. I don't know what happened. Well, my phone is not dead, that's for sure. I'm just here tapping away. I don't know what happened. Oh, it says my phone is getting warm. I don't know. Well, guys. Guys, I don't know what happened. It just says something went wrong. Try again. Tap to re-enter. It says something about my phone is getting too. So, what I'm gonna do, guys, since my phone is getting warm, if you guys can hear me, I'm gonna go ahead and just sign off. But I appreciate you all coming in. I don't know what happened, but well, that's technology for you, I guess. So I'm gonna go ahead and sign off, and maybe I'm gonna sign off and come back in.